Welcome back to our 2-minute Devos. We've been going through the book of James just 2 minutes at a time, Monday through Friday. Today we wrap up James chapter 3 by looking at verses 13 through 18. Now, if you look at these verses, you'll see a key word that kind of pops out, and the word is wisdom. Now, wisdom is important because it's different than intellect. When it comes to intellect, I believe that we should develop our intellect. We should get smarter. We should study. We should read. Why? Because our body, specifically our minds, are gifts from God. And if we're given a gift from God, we are called to be stewards of those gifts. And so therefore we can develop intellect and human understanding. But human understanding, if it's not guarded, leads towards being self-centered. And what we need in our lives is plenty of godly wisdom, and godly wisdom is a gift. That's why James says, if you lack wisdom, call upon the Lord and he will give you wisdom. And wisdom, godly wisdom, always points back to God. Now, what does this have to do with what we're reading about today? Verse 13, if you're wise and understand God's ways, prove it by living an honorable life, doing good works with the humility that comes from wisdom. Listen, wise people should never have to say that they're wise. Why? Because James tells us right here that if we are wise, we won't have to say it. It's going to be poured through our lives. How does that look? This is where the entire reading that we've been doing from chapter 1, verse 1 till now really tells you. It's bled out in your life, the way that you handle your anger, the way that you handle people around you, the way that you look at people, the way that you respond with your faith in your works, the way that you talk to people. Everything is going to bleed out, and it's going to show this good works with humility, and it pours out of the issue of wisdom. If you're a wise person, you will never have to make that statement that you're wise. It's going to be shown in the way that you handle the people around you, the way that you handle yourself, the way that you live your life. It's going to seep out of your life, and it's going to point your life back to Jesus Christ. Today, if you're lacking wisdom, call upon the Lord, and I promise He's going to give you in generous portions, but that generous portion will not be there just to make you look smarter. It's going to make you live in such a wise way that it points your entire life back to Jesus. That's all I've got to say today. I'm pumped about this series. We'll see you tomorrow as we continue James chapter 4.